Okay, so I'm going to do a few demonstrations here to show that it works. If you go to the Wikipedia page, and I know Wikipedia is probably not the best resource in the world, but it does have some pre-calculated hashes in MD5, so you can see how that works. So, of course, the first one here is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And if we run that, see it calculates this hatch 9 echo 107 delta blah blah blah. You can see it's 9 echo 107 delta, and of course the last three there are 9 delta 6, 9 delta 6. So we can be reasonably certain that that is the correct hash, but just in case, we can input that back in here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Right, context help out. Oops, didn't want that to go on. No, don't want you right now. All right, so 9 echo 107 delta 9er delta 372 bravo bravo 682 6 bravo delta 81 delta 35 4 alpha 41 9 delta 6, and we run it. Oh, something didn't come up here. Made an error somewhere. 9 echo 107 delta 9 delta 3 7 2 bravo bravo 6 8 2 6 bravo delta 8 1 delta 3 5 4 2. There we go. So now you can see that the checksum is matched. Now you note that if I change the input string even slightly, run it again, now we don't get a match, right? We compute a complete separate hatch. And if you look over here, that's exactly what they did here to show that. Echo 4 delta 909, echo 4 delta 909, and it ends with Charlie Bravo delta 0, Charlie Bravo delta 0. So again, you can see how that goes. One of the other things that they show is the hash for an empty string. So compute that. You can see it's delta 4 1 delta 8 Charlie delta 1 delta 8 Charlie delta 9 8 F00 Bravo. Yep, there we go. 9 8 F00 Bravo 2004 Echo. Again, so you get the idea. All right, so this portion of the program obviously works very well. All right. But obviously one of the big things that you want to do is to be able to create those file hashes. So I've conveniently posted a few things here that I know everyone in the class will have in case they wanted to verify the hash of this. So what I did here is this is the LabVIEW manual that was provided with the class. So I'm going to go ahead and select that as my path, my file path. LabVIEW manual, okay. We're going to run that, and that's the calculated hash. Now, file hashes, unfortunately, it's a little bit more tricky. So, but usefully, we do have a program that helps us with this. This is a commercially available program that I'll checksum to and allow me to do MD5 hashes of files. So I'll browse to that file. Just take a minute. For some reason it's moving very slow. Okay. I choose my LabVIEW manual again, and I'll calculate the hash. And you can see that it 9-2 delta Charlie Alpha, 9-2 delta Charlie Alpha, and the last four are 4208, 4208, and let's see if I can even cut and paste this. Edit, copy. and compare. And it lets me know that the checksums match, so created an equivalent checksum. Okay, so to demonstrate the other features of this, I'm going to go ahead and do this the opposite order. I'll start with the file checksum tool. And I downloaded a file here. 1 second. Here we go. So actually what this file is this is the Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. And I got it from Project Gutenberg, and I used the EPUB, the Kindle version with images, 98.3 megabytes. I just downloaded that to my desktop. So we're going to go ahead and calculate that hash. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and save that to a file, and we're going to save that to integrity. Count. I just got it Monte Cristo hash. Cristo hash. Okay. And so I'll go ahead and open up that reference text file, which is the Monte Cristo hash. And I'll open up the file. And we'll go ahead and give that a run. And you can see the checksums match, and you can see it's all equivalent. So everything works there. So just to kind of demonstrate that this will actually interpret the hash correctly, we're going to go ahead and back and select our Count of Monte Cristo, and for this case I have here integrity hash. This is a hash I generated using a file checksum tool of a integrity recording. So we'll run that, and you can see that the two checksums do not match as you would expect them not to. So that pretty much concludes my demonstration of my project. Hopefully people out there will see this and have some ideas on how to improve this. I thought it was a pretty good initial attempt here. There are definitely some things I'd like to do with this in the future, and I'd like to get into more complicated cryptographic hash algorithms, because ultimately I'd like to build a full cryptographic capability for LabVIEW so that I can use that with hardware circuits and such as part of my research. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.